Today, I'm going to be rating every single Iron Man suit in Marvel's Avengers. All 112 of them. This is the largest suit rating that I've ever done, maybe with the exception of the Batman one. I'm actually really excited about this one because Iron Man was one of the characters that I used next to Captain America in terms of like the main character that I would really use. I had a lot of fun with Iron Man's playstyle and how he played, and I actually really felt like Iron Man when I was playing this game, which was really exciting. As always, these are just my own personal opinions on how all of the Iron Man suits look. I would love to know what you think of my opinions, as well as just which ones are your favorite or least favorite in general down in the comments below. And without further ado, we're gonna get started with the suits that I have not unlocked yet, which are very few compared to all of the ones that are available to us. So we're starting with Zero Defect. This is a recolor of his default suit, and it reminds me of, oh my god, it's not Mark II, it's the one in Iron Man 2. Mark V, thank you, Jin. It's basically just, how can we make that color and that armor but also still have it be Marvel Avengers? But I like it, you know, it's Iron Man. Iron Man 2 at home Iron Man. I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10, actually. Atmosphere. The blue is actually really doing it for me. Normally, I've been all like, oh, it's not the right color, I'm gonna give it like a 3, but oh my god, the blue actually looks really nice here. Ooh, yeah, wow. I like the design overall, and I think the blue really makes it rock. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. STARCHILD, it's just the golden version of this with a bunch of like star patterns on it. The gold isn't really doing it for me. It doesn't even really look much like a gold. It looks like a very light brown, and the star pattern is cool, but just, I don't know. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's just not really doing it for me, but I still like the design of it overall. It's just the color. Emerald, this is one of his other suits that he has that we'll talk about in a little bit, but just green. I think it's fine. I just personally am not a fan of green Iron Man, I guess. I like that the wires are all exposed. This is basically like a Mark I / test suit, but it's the green that kind of puts it in that like 6 out of 10 category for me, so that's where it's going. Modulus, I like the white and the gold pattern, but there's something about like the gold face that I don't think is really doing it for me. This one's kind of a weird one, and I think I'm gonna play it safe and give it a 5 out of 10. But maybe if the white was red, I'd feel a little bit differently about it, but I don't know. There's something about this color pattern that doesn't really mesh well with me. First Responder, why is this just Big Hero 6 Iron Man, but colored green? I don't know about Iron Man, but it's mainly just the goofy face that makes me not take it as seriously. But I think that the sort of like hockey pad-ish armor design and the fact that it's like, you know, it's like a neon, but I think it works here. But there's something about the goofy looking eyes that I actually kind of like, but I just don't know if it really screams Iron Man. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Light Dancer, oh, this is like kind of like the cosmic-ish type colors that some of the other characters had. I don't mind this at all. It's super shiny, and I like that the reflectiveness of it bounces off of the armor. I think that the like rainbow-ish color, it actually looks like it's kind of moving too. Ooh, I like that actually. Yeah, I feel like I could see myself maybe wearing this in gameplay because it's not like in your face bright, but the colors moving around just make it a little bit cool, you know. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Okay, so Verity was the same one as, I think it was called Module, but instead of the gold with white, it's red and silver. And I like this one a lot more because of the color pattern, yeah. But I also would like to see a red and gold, because I think maybe the red and gold would look better. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. It's Iron Man. Cryonic Current. This is Tron Iron Man right here. And I kind of dig it. The design is like the same as one of the other ones. This is one that I don't think I would wear, but I appreciate that it's here. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Overclock. So red and gold. I don't know how I feel about the helmet. It looks like he's wearing a Casey Jones style hockey mask. I'm not really a big fan of the amount of oh my god, what would you call them, like, you know, the things on his hip and his knee. I don't know what exactly that would be called, like a dial, or like I've seen them before, but I don't know what they're called. I'm not a fan of them being all down the sides of the suit. The color looks fine, and I'm just not really a big fan of the design. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Bypass, this is the same suit, but I think that the recolor does it for me. Again, I'm not a fan of the things on the side. Well, like the gold and the black, I don't really know about. I also appreciate that, I mean, the things on the side just aren't like a bright red with the rest of the suit being red. So I think I like this one a little bit more, but not by much. So I'm gonna give this one a 5.5 out of 10. TERRIGEN charge. This is Frosty the Iron Man. I like the thrusters on the back. And I wonder how that looks in real gameplay in terms of him flying. Maybe stuff will fall out. Probably not though, but I like that it's there. He looks like he has like a little jetpack. And I think that the colors on this look really well, and I like the suit design. I guess that's really all I have to say about it. I don't love it though. This kind of looks like a War Machine suit without it being a War Machine suit, if you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Intergalactic, damn, spaceman iron person. I like the fact that he starts with like the red up top and then it has that faded look that goes down the bottom. That looks super cool. He actually is wearing a jetpack this time, and I like the design of it. Overall, yeah, good job. You're gonna get like an 8 out of me. Electroplated. Is this default? Yeah, this is just default Iron Man, but a different color. I mean, it's all right. It's Iron Man look just kind of does it, but you know, 6.5 out of 10. Morning workout. This reminds me a lot of just a Mark 1 armor without it being like super duper bulky, but it's just bulky. Would Tony Stark really wear this for a morning workout? Would he really? And like, he's wearing the Casey Jones mask again. Look at that. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for Casey Jones mask. Look at this ugly ass suit. Gamma poised green mohawk man just does not work. I don't like it. The color itself is fine, but it's like the neon, just no. Respect for the Casey Jones mask, but the mohawk is, why does he have a mohawk? What are those things on his shoulders? That just looks weird. I'm gonna give this one a gamma poised out of 10. So Void Eater, this is basically just War Machine, right? War Machine without the big ass guns. And I kind of like it. I mean, you know, you can't really go wrong with the all silver. I like that the design overall, just with the way that it looks. And I would totally use this. Truly, if it was War Machine and not Iron Man. But I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Avenging Archer. All right, where's the Hawkeye logo? Where is it? There it is. It's right on, well, okay, so it's on the bottom of his back boots and then on the top of his gloves there. Does he have an arrow pointing to his helmet? He does. Oh, and he has the bullseyes on his shoulder pad. If you can see that right there, that's where the bullseyes are. You know, I actually kind of dig this look. The arrows aren't as pronounced as they are in some of the other ones. The bullseye logo on the shoulder pads look a little silly, but other than that, I think this one actually looks pretty nice. And you know what? He looks like Frieza. I just realized that. Oh, wow. I don't think I can unsee that now. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 for Frieza. That's probably like the only Avenging Archer suit that I liked. Jetstream Sam. This actually looks pretty dope. Like the whole thing is metallic, but the red, the black, the white, like something about it just all coming together just really fits. If I was Iron Man, this is something that I would wear with just my current color scheme, you know? This one is totally biased, but I don't care. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This looks so pretty, and I really like it. A slight recolor of the same suit that I'm not as big of a fan of. You can't really go wrong with this suit design. It's Iron Man, he's gold, he's silver, and he also has like the faded black that goes down on the bottom, and it looks really nice. So you're gonna get a 6.5 out of 10. This is his iconic armor, so the default suit, and you know what? It's Iron Man. We gotta make him look a little different from his MCU counterparts. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I still really like it. The only thing I've never been a fan of is the mask. More specifically, how narrow the eye slits are with the mouth slit like right here. I've never liked that. I don't know what it is about it, but the coloring looks really, really good. This suit in action looks badass. And say it with me, it makes you feel like Iron Man. Gold Iron Man in basically what's a prototype Mark 1 armor. I like the design overall. Like I said, it's just really kind of the color that's just whatever. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Oh, I like this recolor. I like this recolor a lot. And it's basically because it's like a super duper dark purple. Oh my God, this is like symbiote Iron Man. This is Bully Downey Jr. right here. Oh, this one might be a hot take, but this one's getting a 9 from me. It looks like Iron Man is about to put some dirt in someone's anyone's eye. Oh, so this is the prototype armor. Yeah, sure. Non-spray painted default armor Iron Man. And I guess it works, you know, for the silver too. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5. Borderline 8, whichever one you want. I'm done at this point. Man, these suits are cool. Wait, I hate this game. That's how they get you. You see, okay, here's the thing that we need to remember, guys, right? A good majority of these suits you had to pay for. It is only after they said, screw it, we're shutting the game down, that they gave us everything for free. Ion charged, default suit Iron Man, but just a light orange color. The metallic stuff looks cool. I wouldn't wear this just because of the recolor. I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have Polar Blast Iron Man, and a Polar Blast suit that actually looks like a Polar Blast suit. Could you see Iron Man wearing this in a polarized area? Absolutely. Does it look cool? I mean, yeah. He has actually some snow-ish textures on different parts of the armor that look really cool. Overall, I like the composition of the suit. I think all the different colors and like small accents work really well. I think this is probably maybe my favorite Polar Blast suit out of all of them so far, but don't quote me on that because I've done so many fucking suits at this point. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Black and white. This is just punk Iron Man. What is it with the Mohawk blade? I don't get that in the shoulder pads. I think it looks better than the Gamma Poised one just by color, so I guess it's fine. Oh wait, I just realized this is black and white, so it's a part of the black and white set. I'm gonna have to give it like a 6 out of 10. I mean, truthfully, I feel like this is more like a 6.5 or a 7. I'm just not a fan of the Mohawk and the blades on the shoulder pads. The rest of it's fine. This suit looks really bright. It's like a bright white. This is also a Polar Blast like suit. Maybe minus the golds, and it would be a Polar Blast, but I like it, you know. I wouldn't wear it because I like being able to see. It's like a 7. This is the armor that I used the most, by the way. I love the way that this looks because it reminded me so much of the Iron Man 1 suit. This was my personal favorite for the longest time. The only thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was that you could see the wires and stuff, but like for a first suit with the paint, it looks pretty rad, and honestly, as close to MCU Iron Man 1 as you could probably get at the beginning of the game. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10, just on my own personal bias, but I feel like reasonably it should be more like an 8. That suit had a special place in my heart for the longest time. Orion, ooh, oh wait, I don't know how I feel about the patterns being able to move. I guess it's kind of fine because if it's here, you don't really see it as much, but being able to like move it around and have it move, I don't know how I feel about that. I think the rest of the color is fine. I'm not really sure how I feel about the moving parts, and I feel like on a good day it wouldn't bother me, but today it kind of is. So I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10, but I think if it doesn't bother me, it could be like an 8. Federation, so this is just Superior Iron Man, but the traditional Iron Man colors with the red and gold. I don't know how I feel about his whole like Two-Face thing that he has going on with his arms and his legs. I think that the Superior Iron Man look looks great, but everything else about it is just kind of, I don't know. The more I look at it, the less I like it. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10, and I think that's exclusively just because of the recolor. Makeshift armor. This is in the story, and the way that this kind of goes about is really cool. And from a design perspective, I just like how it is, as it's advertised, a makeshift armor for Iron Man. I think it looks really cool personally, mainly in the story section when it's being used, but I feel like I wouldn't really use it anywhere else, but I'm glad that it's here. So I'm gonna give it a, you know what, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I really do enjoy it that much. But for outside use, I wouldn't use it. Emissive suit, I like this color. I think it looks really pretty. The different blue shades, the silver, and I mean, I like the suit design overall, but it's blue Iron Man. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because the blue really is just doing that much for me. You know what? Yeah, it is giving me Blue Beetle vibes a little bit. I think if it was a darker blue, it would be even more Blue Beetle-ish. It still looks really nice here. So this is Apocalyptic Iron Man. He looks pretty rad, actually. I won't lie. First of all, I like how they used this specific suit for him. I think it has the most apocalyptic type look. It has different textures and patterns. It looks like Tony just took scraps in a cave and made a suit, which is something that he would totally do and has done. And I really like it because of that. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because I like it that much. However, it just kind of looks like a bit of a mess, and I don't know how I would feel about playing it, especially in Marvel's Avengers. If the setting was right, like in the future Wastelands, then yeah, but everywhere else, I don't really think this would work as much. Apogee, this is the Blue Beetle suit right here. This was the exact shade of blue that I was talking about, and I wish that the gold was maybe replaced with black, and then it would just be Blue Beetle Iron Man. But other than that, I really like it. Yeah, you know, the more I'm looking at the gold, the more I'm less of a fan of it, and I just wish it was black. I think that this still looks fine. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. It would be better if the gold was black. Superconductor, I don't like this one. Sorry, this one's gonna get like a 4. It only gets the 4 points because of the armor detail. Holy shit. Oh, what was the other one that I said was Symbiote Iron Man? This is also Symbiote Iron Man. He is going to see you later, chump, is what he's gonna be doing. Holy shit. This one actually looks really fucking rad. I would wear this suit as an emo kid. If Marvel's Avengers had a symbiote section, this is what Iron Man would be wearing right here. This is getting a 9 out of 10. I don't care. It looks super fucking cool. Borderline 9.5. Wow. I like it a lot. Ew. I am going to give this one a 3 because I don't like it. I know what they're going for, and it just doesn't work. Maybe the more I'm looking at it, it's like a 4. Oh no, I envision myself trying to play with this suit, and I just can't. As a design concept, sure, but in execution, in gameplay, I don't think so. Allies of Wakanda, does he have like a Black Panther-ish logo? He does. It's on the shoulder pads right there. Why would you not put that in the middle? I guess you needed that for the arc reactor, so yeah, whatever. Superior Iron Man, but Wakanda textures. I mean, it's fine. I think the Superior Iron Man look is kind of what's doing it for me, but in general, it's just, you know, Black Panther, Tony Stark with his face exposed and his eyes being blue for some reason. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I still like it. It's just like, you know, not my favorite. Contour, Green Iron Man, once again. The shininess really does a lot for me. It's Green Iron Man. There's only so many times that I can say it's Green Iron Man or it's Purple Iron Man or it's whatever. It's just, it's fine. It's just the color is just fine. It's like a 7, okay? Only so many times that I could. It's just the same color as this suit that I actually like, but just, fuck it, whatever. This is Murica Iron Man with the number 63. I want to know what signifies that. I think this is the rusted armor, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. I don't know anymore. I like the design of it overall. I think the colors look really cool too, and that sort of like spray painted texture. I wouldn't use it, but it's cool that it's here. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Crash Test. Oh my god. We're back with this design, aren't we? The face just doesn't do it for me. Who thought that this face was a good idea? I enjoy that he has the Crash dummy stuff all around him, right? And the color looks fine. For Crash Test, the face is fine, but there are other suits that have this face that just, it doesn't really work as well. And it's, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10 because I still kind of like it, but just the face just, I can't. Imagine you're mugging someone and you turn around and you see this goofy asshole and just hit you with a repulsor blast. Blue steel, the blue looks cool, but the gold doesn't, in my opinion. So it's gonna get like a 5 out of 10. Vapor Trail, ooh, this reminds me a lot of his suit from Iron Man 3 that we'll probably actually see towards the end of this video. I like the red trails. Overall, this looks really nice. I actually like it. It's not my favorite. You know, the red kind of completes the gold look. This is where I can accept gold Iron Man with the red accents. This one is gonna get an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10, because I really do like it. Stark Tech. So this is the Stark Tech suit, because none of these other suits were Stark Tech. Oh, wait a minute. This was his, no, this is the outfit that he uses in the finale. Yeah. Obviously the gold and red is fine. I like how he has the different lights around him, because, you know, if he's ever walking alone at night, you need to have the reflectors so people don't crash into you. But, I mean, it's fine. It's Iron Man. It's gonna get like a 7. It's nothing really special about it other than just the flashing lights. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps, but it's gold. I like it. Reminds me of just the first Mark 1 armor, but like a gold brownish texture. It's gonna get like a 6, you know? It's kind of meant to look like this, but I would also like to see this in silver if we haven't seen it already. I can't fucking remember anymore. Oh my god, this is Iron Knight or Knight Man. The cape really completes the look, but then you need to remember that he is not swinging a sword around. He is flying through the air and hitting people with balls of light through his hands. And that kind of ruins it a little bit for me. But, you know, I appreciate Knight Iron Man. I didn't know I needed this in my life. Oh my god, that cape is certainly a fire hazard though. This one is gonna get an 8 out of 10 for me. I really like it until you remember that this is supposed to be Iron Man. Glacial, oh wow, this one actually looks pretty good. The glacial effects look really nice. I mean, they've always looked nice. It's just the Mark 1 suit, so Tony Stark built this in a cave in the Antarctic with a box of scraps. It's gonna get like a 7 out of 10 for me. The Iron Relic. It belongs in a museum. It looks rusted, but it looks cool because of that. He built this in a cave with a box of scraps, but he put just a little bit of red paint on it. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 because it's still pretty average, but I like this one, I think, the most out of all of the recolors. I just made this fucking joke. This is Iron Knight. It's Iron Man. But if he was a knight, this one is getting a 9 out of 10. I actually dig this color more than the other one because he looks like an actual knight. Oh my god, he looks like my boy Duke Silver over on Twitch. I'm gonna have to send him this picture later. Can you believe that this is an Iron Man suit? It's only a 9 out of 10 because then you remember, oh, this is Iron Man. And it doesn't hit that 10 out of 10 for me. This is my favorite suit that we've seen so far. Red Room, oh my god, that is fucking terrifying. Imagine mugging someone and you turn around and see this motherfucker. You know that you are going to die. I don't know why he reminds me of the people from Squid Games. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I think it's just the way that the mask slits are. It's pretty terrifying, actually. I would use this suit because, you know, black and red is my jam. Oh my god, it looks like he's about to murder me. Yeah, the Black Widow symbol is on the back. That looks cool. Bonus points for that one. This one, I'm going to give an 8.5 out of 10. Because at the end of the day, it still looks really fucking cool. This is the most intimidating Iron Man that I've seen. And that logo on the back, just beautiful. Oh my gosh, it really is Big Hero 6 Iron Man now. Oh, I wish that the whole suit was white so it would actually be Big Hero 6 Iron Man, but I think this is the closest we're gonna get to it. For the joke, I'm gonna give it like a 7, but it's about on the same par as all of the other ones, I think. The black, gold, and white look really nice, and I like the logo too. I haven't mentioned that before, but that logo that he has with like the atom-ish looking thing, it looks cool. Supernatural Avengers. Oh, I actually really like this. This reminds me a lot of Fear Toxin Batman from Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. The mouth doesn't move though, I don't think, which kind of maybe defeats the purpose of it a little bit, but I don't know. I don't imagine it moving. No, this looks terrifying. I like it though. It's gonna get a 7.5 out of 10 for me. It really is just kind of like the theming of it. I like the magma-ish stuff, but again, you gotta remember when you're playing this game what the rest of the environment looks like, and it just, I don't really know if I could see myself playing this suit in that context. This looks like Iron Man if he went to a roller skating rink. I'm not really knocking it because of the neon. I think it looks fine, right? And I mean, it's just the default suit, I think. Or no, it's not the default suit, it's the Stark tech. I think it hits that above average, but it's 7.5, I think is fine. Ooh, Bleeding Edge. This looks fucking cool. Actually, what's the difference between the Bleeding Edge armor and the Stark suit armor? It has a bit of silver and is less saturated, but I think that the less saturated look actually works a bit better here. It doesn't stand out as much, but I think it looks a little more sleek. Whatever it is, I gave the Stark tech, I think I gave it a 7. I can't remember at this point. I'm giving it like 1 point higher because I just like it that much more. Cast iron. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. This is it right here. Mark 1 Iron Man, and it looks good. You can even see here, like the texture, I think those are wires. Holy smokes, this looks really nice. This was the color I've been waiting for the entire time. It's getting an 8. I love it. Blue hollow. Ew. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Again, it has that same problem of like, it looks fine until you move it. I think the rest of the color looks fine though, but that's like my only problem with it. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm sorry. It just looks especially problematic. I'm giving it a 1. I am so sick of seeing these suits. I really, truly want to know who designs these. I fucking hate it. Who would wear this? You can see that even like on the side of his arms, it's pixelated because of like, I don't know, like the radiation that he's experiencing right now. It looks like he has his regular armor, right? But there's just a shield around him and it looks so ugly to look at. Like, it's one of those things where like you would see the shield appear and then it would disappear, right? But it's just, it looks terrible here. And as a reminder, I am 90% certain that you had to pay for this suit. Who paid for this suit? Top brass. This is brass Iron Man. Pretty brassy. It's gonna get like a 4 out of 10. The suit itself is fine, but the brass itself is like a -6. Chroma Lux. This actually looks pretty rad. Ooh, I'm gonna change my mind. I think the brown should have just been replaced with like the dark blue that he has, and it would look way better. That's just my own opinion. But the rest of it looks fine. I just don't like the brown because it makes it look like 2 different suits. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Wait, what? Is this not just... Oh my God, do I have to do the bit again? I'm gonna do the bit again. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. This is actually the Mark 1 suit. I was mistaken because it is actually like a silver color. And I just love how these are 2 different suits, but this one is more silver and the other one is like more of a dark gray, I guess. 9 out of 10, whatever. So yeah, Tony Stark built this in a cave out of 10. Oh, so this is I Love You 3000 Iron Man. I feel like there is some sort of cultural significance with this, but I don't know what it is. So if anybody knows the answer to that, please let me know in the comments. I like it. Like, it's unlike anything that we've seen in the game so far, and I also appreciate that it appears his Iron Man suit is a little different. Oh no, it's just it's the same one as some of the other ones, but I like the colors on it and the rusted feel. I like it. It's gonna get like an 8, a respectable 8. Timeless. I don't know about timeless. Timeless would be just the classic Iron Man suit with the classic colors, and even though this is basically the classic Iron Man suit, it doesn't have the classic colors. I could totally see this color scheme going out of style, so I wouldn't really call it timeless personally. It's gonna get a 5 out of 10. See, now this right here, this is timeless Iron Man, classic Iron Man, and it works really well. And I think the thing that makes it that timeless, like classic look is the entire torso being red with the gold sleeves and the red gauntlets. Like, it just, when you think of Iron Man without thinking of MCU Iron Man, you would think of this. And I think that the eye slits kind of perfect the traditional Iron Man look. I don't know how I feel about that one part on his back being gold. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it's because like he has like a repulsor thing there, but I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know why that's there, but that's like really my only main issue with it. But other than that, 9 out of 10. Respectable 9 out of 10. This was a part of the Sunny Days set. I think it is so silly and funny that Tony Stark has repulsor blast sandals. That's kind of cool and hilarious and stupid at the same time. He has some skinny ass legs though. He needs to do some fucking squats. If this was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and Iron Man had to go to Hawaii, this is what he would wear. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because at the end of the day, I really do like this take. But again, you have to remember that you're gonna be playing the video game like this. Imagine going through the main story and you're playing with this Iron Man. This is closer to the superior armor, but it's blue and it has racetrack checker colors on them. And I guess that makes sense because the name of the suit is Throttle. So I'm gonna give you a Hot Wheels out of 10. The Am I Right Thing? The Am I Right Thing suit? It's just gold Iron Man. It's like someone just touched him and he turned to gold. I feel like that's a villain. Is that a villain? It's gotta be a villain somewhere where like you touch someone and they turn to gold. If not, then that should be. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 because the suit design is fine. It's just all gold. This would be like a reward for 100% completion. Epinethium? I like the purple actually. I don't know how I feel about the color of the center. I don't even know what that is. It's like it's not like a pink, it's not a purple. It's like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that specific color choice though. The suit itself looks great. He has some blue accents though too that actually kind of work well too. Yeah, it's gonna get like a 7 out of 10 for me. Dudes, I don't know why, but this reminds me of a quarter owl suit or like a tiger, because I mean obviously he has like the claws and then panther-ish outfits. This would be a really cool costume for Black Panther. I don't know why they gave it to Iron Man. It is what it is. It's gonna get a rar out of 10. Oh my god, it's medieval Iron Man. If I had a nickel for every medieval costume that Iron Man has had so far, I'd have 3 nickels. And this looks so fucking rad. Holy shit. I don't really know what else to say. It's just medieval Iron Man. I like how he has the slits in the helmet too that you can see, and you know the knight guard. Oh my god, just give this man a fucking sword already. They clearly want to because they keep designing suits like this, and the red and the gold look great. He has the shoulder pads and the knight isms look great. Holy shit, I'm giving it a 10. I don't care. This is lovely. I like this more than Iron Knight. This is right now my favorite suit. It's so cool and I love it so much. 10 out of 10 outfit for me. Legatus, it's that one suit but blue and silver and it looks really good. The blue and silver alone is gonna get like an 8 out of 10 for me. Wakandan Stealth. Why does Iron Man have this suit? And I just realized that his arc reactor is in the shape of Black Panther. That is really cool. And I think that the color here works a lot better than the other one just because of the like Wakandan Black Panther-ish style. I'm gonna give this one an 8 because I really like the color and I think it stands out a little bit more because of it. Like it looks cleaner. It's Booger Man. I don't like it. I don't like the green textures and the colors and just ew. It's getting like a 3. Primus, no. I'm gonna save you all the trouble. Just no. North Star, hockey pad Iron Man again. I think it's all right. It's like a respectable 6 out of 10 for the color. You can tell I'm getting sick of just seeing the recolors over again because I'm just like, all right, it's a 7, it's a 6, it's a 4, it's a whatever. You can only see the same suit so many different times in different colors before you just get tired of it. This is just the Mark II suit. Default Iron Man, but entirely silver. It is eternal because it's just like a silverish color, you know, and that's never gonna go out of style. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Stealth suit. This looks fucking rad. The mask looks so cool and intimidating until you remember that I think, again, this is supposed to be Iron Man, but I like the all black with like the blue inseams. There's something about that just looks really fucking cool. And like the spine has that different color. Ooh, you know what this is gonna get? This is gonna get a 9 out of 10 for me. I really like the way that this one looks. Tony Stark built this in a cave, in a volcanic cave, with a box of magma. You know, it's the volcanic stuff does look really cool on it though, I won't lie. It reminds me a lot of Red Volcano from Young Justice because of just the volcanic theme. You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because the volcanic stuff does look really cool. You know, I think it works on this suit. I mean, I don't know about retro. The color looks fine, but it's just, it's just Casey Jones Iron Man, but the actual Iron Man colors this time around. I think the fact that it is just the Iron Man colors are doing it a lot for me. Objectively speaking, I don't know what that core is supposed to be. It looks like an Orange Lantern logo. I don't really know what that's for. Arkham Origins Iron Man, that is probably a really good way to describe it. Yeah, I like the V slit on his helmet too, by the way. Like you can see that it's a different part of the mask. Like it's like kind of like disconnected on the top over there. That looks really cool. It's one that I would wear, you know, but it's I just like the other ones more. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Borderline like 7.5, you know? And yeah, he is a little bulky too. Epochal? I don't know. It's just regular default Iron Man, but blue. You know what? This is Player 2 Iron Man. That's exactly what this is. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10 because I do like the color. Red Dwarf, Jesus Christ. I actually really like this one. It looks like he's about to fucking tackle me and then take a football and then do a touchdown and hit the gritty at the touchdown line. That's what this looks like. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because I really fucking like it. And then you have to remember that it's Iron Man. I like it though. I think the black and the red look really nice with the hockey pad-ish look and the bulkiness. Yeah, this is just the same thing as the other one, but just in the Mark II suit. It's cool still. I think that having the silver coating loses a little bit, so I like it slightly less than the other one. So I will actually give this one a 7.5 out of 10, but overall it still looks fine. Original Sin armor. This looks like overclocked Iron Man. Like he is actually going to just laser the fuck out of you with all of the red shit on the side. But also like all of the red stuff on the side looks like something that he'd use for like an ultimate super laser move. But then they should deactivate. But the fact that they're active the entire time is just really distracting me from the rest of the suit. Because the rest of the suit looks fine in my opinion. It's just that red is just super distracting. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. I think it would be a lot higher if the red wasn't there. We're officially on Superior Iron Man now, and holy shit, did they do this suit justice. It looks so freaking cool here. I really like the way that the design looks overall, not even really taking into account that it is Superior Iron Man from the comics. The fact that his face is showing with the different helmet that he has, it just looks so freaking cool. It really does. I imagine that a lot of people used this one too. I would have used it if I played this game more, but yeah, it's... Imagine going through the story mode like this. You would feel like a freaking god going through everything. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. It doesn't hit that 10 out of 10 for me, but it's really, really, really cool here. Iron Kimoyo? Once again, Black Panther Tiger thing. I like this one better than the first one, but not better than the second one, and that's just because of the color. I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Solaris, this one looks really cool. This one reminds me of the Iron Man 3 suit. I don't know what mark it is, mark 40,000. It looks cool. Kind of bulky though, because it is just Casey Jones Iron Man. And it's fine, you know, it really is just kind of like the gold color with the red accents that do it for me. 52, I was close. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 also. Looks really, really solid. I like it. It's just a little too bulky for me, but I'm glad that it's here and I really enjoy it. Okay, so this is... Yeah, here we go. Big Hero Man of Iron. It looks fine. The entire suit looks like it's Iron Man. But then you just have the freaking mask and it just looks so silly. What is this? Is this a thing that Iron Man has at some point? I just don't know. Even the logo itself looks fine. It's just the face. I don't know. I'm harping too much on the face, honestly. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Everything else is fine. The face just makes it look ridiculous. Circuits. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. The circuitry on the green suit, that looks really cool. Like, this works, right? Because it's not just a green color. It's green with the circuitry. It's like the black and gold suit from Spider-Man No Way Home. Like the Superior Iron Man armor, but reversed. So you see the circuitry on the inside, and for some reason, it's green and gold. And I think it works well here. I think that the circuitry looks really nice, and it actually adds to the rest of the suit. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I really like it, and it's exclusively because of the circuitry with the green. Prometheum, wow, again, gold and red. I like the jet boosters in the back. Like I've always kind of liked it, but I think here it's more pronounced. Obviously it's just Iron Man, but a completely different design. I don't know how I feel about the red things on his knees. Like, is he gonna like knee someone in the face and then like a little tiny rocket's gonna shoot out? That would be actually kind of cool. But, the gauntlets look cool. Everything else looks like Iron Man. Yeah, like this looks like something that he would transform into with the boosters in the back actually, but that thing has to be heavy, huh? I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Ray gun, Jesus. I don't like it. The gold is fine. The orange makes it look a little silly. But again, I don't like the mohawk and I don't like the shoulder pad things on the side, like the blades. I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, something that I'd see in like Mad Max, maybe. I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't like and that it doesn't really scream Iron Man to me. And I also think that the hockey mask looking mask too just kind of does it for me. I'm gonna give it a 5. Vibranium heart. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one is my least favorite out of all of them. This one is my favorite. This one is my second favorite, but I like this one more than this one, and I think it's just because I don't like the blue. So I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Prime armor. Yo, the fact that he doesn't have the slit on his mouth, though, that looks terrifying. The rest of the suit looks really cool, though. This reminds me of the Avengers Endgame suit. His core right here reminds me of a Zelda gem, and I just think that's funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, I really like it. And it's all red with some gold accents too, like on his biceps and then like on the inside of his hip. And I think that's the only gold. Yeah, that's the only gold, minus like the back of his knees. Holy shit, this looks super cool. This one is getting an 8.5 out of 10 for me. This looks super rad, and it almost makes me feel like this is like a discount Avengers Endgame / Infinity War suit. But it looks really, really good here, and I like it. Centurion. This also reminds me of just classic Iron Man, like for sure, but just the red and silver instead of the red and gold. I really like it. You know, it's Iron Man, and you can definitively look at this and say it's Iron Man, and I love the shoulder pads too. I've said that a couple times already, but I really do. He has gold on the bottom of his boots, and I think the fact that it's just there is fine, and I'm glad that it's not really anywhere else on the suit, but I also feel like it would have been fine if that was just red too. So this one's getting an 8 out of 10 for me. It's Iron Man. It looks really cool. Very nice. It is a UMBC3 suit, isn't it? Yeah, this is dead ass to the T, a color of in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah. Liquid cool. Like I said about the other ones, the red is a bit distracting here. It's less distracting because of the blue colors, and I don't think that the reds on the side are as bright, and I guess that's fine, but I think it really is just that the blue and the silver are kind of making it so that it's not as noticeable. But I like the cool blue and silver color. It looks nice. It's very visually pleasing. This one's getting an 8 out of 10 for me because I really like it. And we are finally on the Marvel Cinematic Universe suits, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Iron Man has the most. So this is going to be very interesting. Because we have so many, I'm going to try to make this as objective as possible, because I feel like the MCU suits are the ones that I have been personally attached to the most, but I'm trying not to compare them to like just oh, it's way better than the Marvel's Avengers suit, so it's getting a 10, you know? I'm gonna try to like actually talk about my thoughts a little bit more on each one. So we're starting with Iron Man 3. The thing that I wasn't really sure about with this one is how much gold there is compared to red. Like, there's a lot of gold here, and it's very unique in that way. I don't know, I've just personally never been a huge fan of the amount of gold on this suit. As like a one-time use thing, yeah, like it's cool that they did this, but I don't know, there's just a lot of gold here, and it stands out a lot. I mean, in general, overall, I'm gonna give this one like a 7 out of 10. It never really did anything for me. It's still a very good looking suit, but there's just a lot of gold here, and I just wasn't really a fan of that. Iron Man 2 suits. This one is from the racetrack, and the thing that I like about it isn't necessarily the red and the silver, but you can see the detailing on the suit. That looks so freaking cool. Like, it actually does look like this was constructed out of like a briefcase, you know, or a suitcase. Yeah, like this is the suitcase suit. I genuinely like this, and the texture just kind of adds to it. I've never really looked at it from these angles before, and I really like it. I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10. It doesn't hit that 10 out of 10 for me because I don't really envision this as like my Iron Man suit, but it looks really good here. The variable threat responsive battle suit. Wow, it's almost like they wanted to put War Machine in this game, and then they just couldn't do it because they either ran out of time or ran out of money, huh? But they were able to put in another Thor, another Hawkeye, and another Captain America. Anyways, yeah, War Machine suit looks really good. I love the detail that it actually has the gun up top with the bullet string whatever you would call it, like coming from his back. I actually never noticed that that's where it came from. So that's cool that I got to see it. He has the guns and Uzis strapped to his wrist. And overall, the design looks really good. I really like the War Machine suit. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that this suit ever really got updated in the MCU, right? Because he got it in Iron Man 2. He recolored it for Iron Patriot. And then he either got it back and then just kept the same design, or he got a new one and it was still the same design. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But I just always found it interesting how Tony kept evolving his armor and then Rhodey just had the same ass suit from Iron Man 2. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. And I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I really like the way that it looks overall, and it's super unique in all the gun features, and obviously it's just War Machine. But it does make me kind of wish low-key that we did get a War Machine in this game, but we all know how that played out. Avengers Infinity War suit. So I wanna look real quick because Avengers Infinity War was right here, and right below it is here. You can kind of see what I was talking about when I said that this was a discount Avengers Infinity War suit. This is the nanotech suit, but he looks really skinny here, and it doesn't really look like armor, if that makes sense. It looks like he's wearing more of a bodysuit, and that's kind of the thing that I wasn't really sure how I felt about when I was watching Infinity War in Iron Man's armor. The design is the way that it is, right? Like, it looks really futuristic, and obviously Tony has evolved his armor into that style, and that's why it is the way that it is. I don't know, I've just never really been the biggest fan of it. It's just kind of like, oh, he just got a new suit and it's nanotech, and this is just what the suit looks like now, right? And I mean, good for him, but just in terms of design purposes and stuff, like, it looks a little bit off. It's still good, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, but not my favorite. This is the Avengers Infinity War suit, but unhelmed. And unhelmed, I think it looks really good. This Tony likeness is actually not too bad. You know, he has obviously like it's Tony Stark, you know. With his unhelmed version in the Infinity War suit, I think it actually looks really good here. I debatably like this more than with him helmed, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. They didn't do the thing where they tried to make his face look like the actor. Yeah, I know. They just took his regular design from this game, and I'm glad that they did that because I think he just looks like a Tony Stark here. He doesn't need to look like Robert Downey Jr. Marvel's Avengers Iron Man. You know, there's something about the shoulder pads and the thing in the back here that isn't really doing it for me. It just looks a little too bulky. I don't know why he has random silver on his hamstrings right there. That's a bit weird. I don't know why that's there. I've never really cared about this suit, you know. It's just another Iron Man suit with different body textures to sell more toys, you know. There's a lot more bulkiness in this one, and I'm not really as big of a fan of it. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Avengers Endgame. You know what? I need to look at Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. Okay, I like the Avengers Endgame suit more. And I think that's because there's more gold in this. Like, it's kind of has that same problem where it's like bodysuit Iron Man with the nanotech, you know? But at least this one has more color to it with the gold, right? And it looks more like traditional Iron Man, if that makes sense. But I think it just looks better because of that, because this one is just all red with like a bunch of lines and shit. But this one, while it still has the lines and shit and still looks like a bodysuit, I just like how there's more gold to it, and it kind of stands out a little bit more because of that, you know? This one is gonna get a 9 from me because I really like the way that it looks. You know, at the end of the day, it is still like a good looking Iron Man suit. You know, the nanotech bodysuit isms that just make it look a little bit, like I said, a bodysuit, but it looks fine. Also, I feel like I haven't really noticed this about any of the other suits, and that's because this is really more like a bodysuit, but the amount of definition that he has on like his arms and his legs and stuff make it look like actual muscles, and that looks really cool. And I think that's why it kind of stands out a little bit more than this one. So yeah, 9 out of 10. I am Iron Man. How much was this fucking suit? I really truly want to know. Was it a $15 suit? Did they really make this suit just so they could sell it for another $15 to take advantage of a cultural moment in cinematic history? You bet your ass they did. I really like that they did this, first of all, but not at the price of paying like an extra 15 bucks for it. The damage stuff looks really cool. I wish that his face was more damaged, like it was in like the sort of like battle damage, like even if he had like a couple cuts, not necessarily when he actually did the snap, but the battle damage stuff looks really cool. The infinity stones on his hands look really nice. It's a nice texture. But I think it again boils down to, would I wear this suit casually when I'm doing a mission? And I don't think that I would. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 because I'm really glad that it's here. I hate that you more than likely had to pay money for this originally, and I just don't really see myself using it. Captain America Civil War Unhelmed. Is the Civil War suit, where's the Civil War suit? Why is the Civil War suit up here and then this one's down here? I'm gonna rate this one first, I don't care. This kind of has the same problem that the Infinity War suit had. It's a lot of red with no real gold and silver, so it just looks kind of, not like bland, but it doesn't really stand out. He has like a certain physique to him that I'm just not really sure how to put into words. He looks just a little bit different, like his shoulders are more broad, you know? It looks like he was hitting the lats. And, you know, it's never really been my favorite suit, right? It's just kind of whatever. Again, it's another Iron Man suit. I'm gonna give it an 8. Unhelmed version is basically the same thing, and again, I think I like the unhelmed version more just because the unhelmed makes it stand out a little bit more, but I'm still gonna give it an 8 because at the end of the day, it's still the same suit, and I only like it slightly more. Mark II. Wow, this suit looks clean. Wow, it looks good. I like it. I would totally wear this to kick a drunk Tony Stark's ass at his own birthday party. I really don't have anything else to say besides I like it. I like the silver. I like how shiny it is, how nice it looks. It's Iron Man. It's silver. It's getting a 9. The maybe next time suit last seen in 2008. You're not an MCU suit. What the fuck is this? Is this a War Machine suit? It's like they had this as a concept for a War Machine suit, like an alt, and then they couldn't use it, so they just gave it to Iron Man. What is this suit? Holy shit. Why does he have those claws on his side? That looks so freaking cool. That's gonna be one hell of a melee attack. The Gatling gun on the back, and then another Gatling gun on the back. What is this? Mad Max Iron Man looking ass. Holy shit. I'm giving it a 9.5. I really feel like this is more of a War Machine suit, but it looks so fucking cool. Marvel Studios Iron Man 2 unhelmed. Unlike the other suit where it was helmed, I like this one a little bit less because it's just generic looking Iron Man, and I feel like I wish he kind of had like the more battle damaged face or whatever from the racetrack. But you know what? It also would have been cool to see a racetrack Iron Man. I think that would have been a really nice alt, but you know, as it is here, I like it slightly less than the Iron Man 2 suit, like with the helmet, but it's, you know, it's whatever, right? It's like a 7 out of 10, I want to say. The suit quality still looks really nice, but just, this is the unhelmed that I don't like. Nothing to Fear. This really actually reminds me more of, oh my god, what were those things called? It was a thing from Thor that Loki summoned to the town to kill Thor. I forgot what it was called though, but it reminds me more of that rather than Iron Man. It looks really metal though. Like, it's cool. The orange stuff is really nice. The spikes look really cool. It's, what is this? That's cool. You know, this one is gonna get like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for me because of the uniqueness, but doesn't really scream Iron Man to me, so it'll probably be more in like the 8, but yeah. Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame unhelmed. I think I like this one unhelmed also a little bit more than, oh wait, no, this is Endgame. Let me rephrase that. It's, I really think I just like the unhelmed versions of some of these suits. I think I do. And I think it really does help that this Tony Stark actually does look like Tony Stark. Like I said, the Endgame suit I really like. I like it about the same, actually, as the helmed version, so I'm gonna give it a 9. It looks really nice. He looks really nice without the helm. I'm gonna wear this one too if I played the fucking game. And last but not least, Marvel Studios Iron Man. This fucking suit right here has been my favorite suit out of all of them. This is the one that I use the most now whenever I go back and play this game, which is never. But I would have paid $15 for this suit or used the $15 in credits, whatever it was. I think I actually did, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did use the 15 credits for it. Oh my god, it looks so cool. When I think of Iron Man, MCU or not, I think of this suit. Not even really just for the fact that this was the first Iron Man movie and the first like live action Iron Man suit that we really got, right? That was Iron Man. But it just screams Iron Man. Yeah, there's something so iconic about this suit and the cultural impact that it had, obviously, completely starting the MCU. But ignoring that, this is just what I think of when I think of Iron Man. And this is without a doubt my favorite Iron Man suit that he has ever had. This suit right here is getting a 10 out of 10. And finally, we have the unhelmed version of the Iron Man suit from Iron Man 1. And I like it about the same. This one is also going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. And obviously, again, it's because of, oh, it's just exactly what I picture Iron Man being. But the unhelmed version of the suit also looks really cool. I low-key wish that it was battle damaged, just because that's when he's unhelmed at the end of the movie and he has that damage on his suit. But I still like the way that it looks here unhelmed. So once again, getting a 10 out of 10. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is every single Iron Man suit rated from 1 to 10. He actually had a pretty decent amount of like good suits in general, but a lot of them were just recolors of like the same suit designs. You know, they gave him a lot of suits and they really took advantage of the fact that he was probably the most popular character here, if not one of like the second most popular characters just in the game or even just in the MCU, right? They had to give him a lot of stuff, but I think he has the most Marvel Studios suits because there's so many different suits that he has in those movies. In my opinion, still, the Iron Man 1 suit is the best for me. It's my personal favorite. Probably followed right behind the Avengers Endgame suit, but there's a lot of other suits in here that I really liked. And I loved, I think, the ones that kind of stood out, like the Iron Knight or the Magic Modified. I think those worked really, really well in that like creative Iron Man-like design. But then we had, again, the stinkers of like the Cosmic Glow, and I'm not really a fan of the Monatomic. And like those ones are really just the ones that every character has, but I'm just not a fan of those types of suit sets, you know? So let me know what your favorite or least favorite Iron Man suits were in Marvel's Avengers. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more from me, don't forget to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button to see more. And if you want to check out another rating video from me, you can check out this video right over here where I talk about every single Spider-Man suit in Marvel's Avengers. Thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you next time.